So after finally playing a round of bridge with my family, again this evening, let's hopefully quickly, go for another Bridge Master level 5 head, which I've never seen before, in this case head number B-14, and let's see what we have here. So we have a really strong two-suited hand. East opening 5 diamonds immediately. So I'm not really sure if that means an 8 card or even a 9 card diamond suit. And since we have the ace, so the quality of the suit might be good, but not great. I actually assume East has a 9 carded diamond suit. Meaning that West is quite likely to have diamonds. Which isn't a big problem in and of itself, because we will always play diamonds if we ever play it from the south hand, and if West then ruffs, well, he just ruffed a loser, so that's fine. I suspect hearts to be 4-1, especially since East had already 9 cards locked up in diamonds. Possibly 8. I'm not really sure what the 5 diamond opening actually means. But with an 8 card suit, you would normally open just 4 diamonds, right? I'm not really sure, to be honest. There was also another bidding, right? Yeah. West doubled our 6 spade contract. So, which trumps are actually missing? This is another interesting case of the thing I just mentioned in the previous video. I suspect actually West to hold out for trumps, 3 of them at least. Let's see, I mean, we don't have a choice in this trick anyway, so... Okay, the 7 is with East, so West just has 3 trumps, but still he has a sure trump trick. Because he still has the 10 and the jack, I suppose. Looking from South's perspective, there is a diamond loser, but that's not really, as I said. But it is a problem, since we also have a trump loser. Presumably. So if Trump split 2-2, which is unlikely, but if they do split 2-2, what would happen? We could draw 2 rounds of trumps and then shift towards I don't know. I mean, we have a diamond loser for sure then, but I don't see that as a big problem actually in this scenario, since we will make 4 hard tricks, I guess. Since East followed the first round of trumps, East has already 10 cards locked up in his head, 9 diamonds and a spade, so I don't really think East can have that many hearts, so the jack of hearts is probably with West, which means we can test hearts twice, of course. If both defenders follow suit, well, the hearts just split, and if they don't, we can still finesse against West. So we should always make 4 heart tricks, that's not a problem. And in case Trump split, well, we will only have a diamond loser and make our contract easily, so that won't be the case, I suppose. I'm pretty sure that West holds the jack and the 10. Also, since he led the queen, and he would only need it from sequence, and also because he doubled our contract, something which he probably wouldn't have done if he had no sure trump trick. Of course, as I said in the previous video, Queen Jack 10 constitutes 3 of the highest 5 cards, and therefore in trumps always makes for a sure trump trick. You can't even avoid it, even if your goal was to avoid making a trump trick with those. Okay, so back to the situation at hand. Is there? So we can't get rid of our trump loser. So we need to somehow get rid of our diamond loser. There are 2 possible scenarios for that. One that we just pitch it under a club. That's the only suit under which diamonds can be pitched. Or 2, there is a possibility of just leading a diamond from south and forcing West to spend his sure trump trick on our diamond loser. But I don't think that's realistic. We needed to play the 2 of diamonds at a point in which West has really nothing but trumps in his hand, and therefore we needed south to ruff 5 times. Well, I can see 4 ruffs actually, to be honest. Maybe I could even see 5 ruffs in south. Maybe this isn't that stupid after all. I mean, we need to see how hearts split, obviously. But if we win this in south, well, we can. If we really wanted to, we could overtake the king of hearts with the ace and cross in hearts to dummy 4 times. And with each time we can return a club and ruff. One hope would be that we just ruff out the ace, so that the king becomes high, but that seems very unlikely. I suspect West to have at least 5 clubs. Yeah, not thinking about that. But can we actually make 5 ruffs? So the thing that I'm looking for is basically not to make how do I say, not to let our diamond loser disappear, but actually just to count winners instead. I know in trump contexts you normally count losers, but there are special circumstances in which you should aim for winners, and this might be one of them. So we could just actually go for 12 tricks on this hand. We have 2 sure trump tricks with the ace and king of spades. If we cross to dummy in heart 4 times, and I suspect West to follow the heart suit 4 times, since West doesn't have diamonds, he should have everything else. Then we have four more tricks, that is 6, and then we can maybe rough clubs 5 times. And if we do so, that's 11, and the ace of diamonds is 12. And yes, we can use the ace of diamonds as a cross to dummy, since if we play a diamond from south, West cannot afford to rough it. If he roughs that, he just roughs our loser and there's no problem. We should, however, be careful about when we cross in diamonds. Because if we cross in diamonds right now, I suspect West could just pitch a heart and defeat our contract and then rough one of our heart entries. So maybe that's the way to go, actually. There is another possibility, which I just realized, which is playing 4 rounds of hearts. And we can return once in trumps and 3 times by roughing a club. Or we could just play the king from south, actually, in hearts. Then we don't need that many entries back. But if we play 4 rounds of hearts, or at least eliminate out of West's hearts, then it maybe might be possible to... Maybe we cross in diamonds once to be absolutely sure that West cannot ever return a diamond. And then we could maybe just surrender our trump trick to West, which we have to lose anyway. And at this point, what does West return? I mean, if he returns, I strongly suspect West to have the ace of clubs. Don't know it, of course. But I will rough clubs 3 times, so if the ace was with East, it will actually have fallen by then. And of course, then I can just cash the king, no problem. So if the ace is still outstanding, it is actually with West. And then after I played out all the hearts and surrendered the trump trick, West has no choice but to return a club. Now if I then still have 1 entry into dummy, presumably the ace of diamonds, because the heart suit is gone by that point, West will need to return either the ace of clubs, in which case I rough enter dummy in diamonds and the king of club makes the last trick. Or West plays a no club, in which case the king of clubs wins immediately, and yeah, so that works. So those are 2 like competing strategies at this point. We could either rough cross in we could either do what I just said, play 4 rounds of hearts, go back with 1 trump and 3 clubs, and then surrender our trump trick to West, hoping West cannot return diamonds because he doesn't have any. And he has to return clubs and make our king good. Or the other possibility is to not go for 3, but actually for 5 club roughs. by crossing in hearts 4 times. Now at one point that does mean we have to take the king with the ace to give a 4th heart entry, but I don't see a problem with that if West holds the jack. And I'm pretty sure West doesn't have, or East doesn't have more than 1 heart. Since, especially if East were to be short in clubs, West would have a terribly long club suit. I mean, that's not out of the picture, I guess, but the question is which strategy is actually more likely, yeah? So I don't need to decide right away. I can cross to the queen of hearts once, which still it keeps both strategies open. And then I can ruff a club back, which also is a part of both strategies. But then, well, we can eliminate a 5-0 distribution in hearts by that way. If West holds all 5 missing hearts, the plan with putting West on lead doesn't work anymore, since then after we've played 4 rounds of hearts and surrender a trump trick to West, he can return his 5th heart, and he doesn't need to return a club. So which strategy is better? Well, no matter what, I will take this trick, and I will cross to the queen of hearts, because that is part of both strategies, actually. And I will ruff a club back, because that is also a part of both strategies. Well, East plays the 6 and West plays the 9. Not really sure if that implies that East has the 7 and the 8 of clubs. Also, it would be huge if that were the case. But East now has already followed a heart, a spade, and a club. And we suspect him to have 9 diamonds. So the chance that his last card will actually be a trump is pretty unlikely, to say the least. But it could be a trump, in which case we're in trouble. The question now being, should I go for the 12 trick strategy? So just play for tricks by ruffing clubs at every opportunity I get. Or should I go for the elimination strategy? Those are the 2 options I have. Well, I will try both. Probably my first guess is wrong. But you know what? I think I'm going 12 trick strategy on my first try. So I will catch the king of trumps, just to see if East has 1 more spade. He doesn't, but why not? I mean, I won't play spades from north anyway, since I will rough clubs at every opportunity to convert my low trumps in hand. Because I want to make 12 tricks, and then the opponent can argue who wins the 13th trick. So, let me just cash the king of spades. And now I need to play hearts for 4 dummy entries. Can I even do that? That's the question. I can't. Because if I play the 3 of hearts, well, West will cover it with the jack. We are forced to play the ace, and now the king of hearts is sort of stuck in our hand, and we will only have 3 dummy entries, not 4. That's so. Should I immediately take like a finesse? Or is this just proof that the strategy is wrong altogether and that I should go for the elimination play? In which case I need to rethink my entry strategy. Because in the elimination play I want to return by roughing clubs only twice. Because I need to keep the king guarded in north. So I could now play a diamond finesse. Or I could just catch the king of diamonds first and then play a diamond finesse. Maybe catching the king first is more secure. There is a small chance that East roughs that the trumps actually did split 2 and 2. Maybe I should have abandoned. Yeah, let me rewind this because I should have abandoned this making 12 tricks strategy altogether, I suppose. And I shouldn't have returned by roughing a clubs, but I should have returned by playing a spade, just to guard against East having a second spade. Yeah, he doesn't, but okay, now I'm sure. Now I can play for the hard elimination for good, especially since I know that West doesn't have 5 hearts, so after 4 rounds of hearts, West will be out of hearts. Yeah, I can just catch the king first. And then finesse. I can immediately draw the jack of hearts, or I could be more fancy and rough a club. I don't think that matters. I'm getting mad if West now can return a diamond. Because I will rough a club and just put West on lead in trumps. And I'm speculating at this point that West is forced to return a club. That he has Nothing else in hand but 5 clubs. But if he has a diamond, mad. He does have a diamond. So the 5 diamond opening actually was possible with an 8 card suit without the ace. I redeem myself from this because I didn't know that was possible. I thought you would open 4 diamonds with that. I'm sorry. So the elimination strategy doesn't work. Because, well, either we don't draw all the hearts, in which case West can just safely return a heart and there is no elimination. Or we keep the ace of diamonds in dummy, in which case West also has a diamond which he can safely return. Because he does have 1 diamond, apparently. So this out doesn't work. We need to play for 12 tricks. So we need to rough a club at every opportunity out there. Let me take this. And yeah, maybe we should finesse immediately. Maybe going to the Queen of Hearts was wrong after all. Because we need to cover West Jack with the Queen whenever he plays it. So that we can cover our King with the Ace. Since we need 4 dummy entries in Hearts. Yeah, I think there's no choice but to immediately go for it. Or we could maybe cross in diamonds once. I'm not really sure what that accomplishes. And now East has the Jack, right. So that wasn't it either. Okay. I mean, one of those strategies has to be it. I'm just really, really missing something here. So West has 4 hearts and a diamond. Well, maybe I can guard against East having the Jack by taking the King with the Ace first. Because if I play for 12 tricks, I have to do that anyway. Because I have to cross to dummy 5 times to rough clubs 5 times. In this case, I can draw 1 more round of trumps first. I think that doesn't hurt. That King, of course, was always planned as one of our 12 tricks. And now I just take the King with the Ace, I suppose. East follows, okay, but I don't think that East can have the Jack now. That would be a reach. So every time we're in dummy, we just rough a club. That's... And West will follow clubs 5 times. East can't have more than 3 clubs, surely not. Well, East had 8 diamonds, a spade, a heart. I suspect he has 3 clubs, the 6, the 7, and the 8. Getting mad now if East plays the Jack of Hearts. Again, if I finesse. Yeah, no more Jack of Hearts. That would be a reach. So I think we are on the right track now. We just need to rough clubs at every opportunity. And then we have 4 heart tricks and a diamond trick is 5. 2 trump tricks with the ace and king is 7 and 5 club roughs. Which is 12 tricks. And the 13th trick they can argue about. I wonder if... Oh no, 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 no. That was stupid, of course. I said I need to rough clubs at every opportunity. Now, now I will cross a fourth time in hearts. Rough clubs at every opportunity. Now I play a diamond and West. If West doesn't have a diamond, well, he can rough. That doesn't help him because then he just roughs our loser. Um, so West will probably discard at this point. Or just West just follows suit. Yeah. Cross to the ace and rough our king of clubs for our 12th trick. Yes. So, and of course, West still had his trump trick. And East still had a diamond winner for sure. But they both failed on the last trick, so they could argue who makes that trick. We don't care. Alright, I wonder if in the explanation the elimination strategy, which was sort of a red herring in this hand, was even mentioned. But my instinct going for 12 tricks was correct. I just tackled the hard suit wrong by taking the deuce with the queen on the first hard trick. I should have immediately gone for taking the king with the ace. Because if I go for 12 tricks, that's something I need to do. I need to do anyway, because I need 4 hard entries. Yeah, catch another high trump first. West needs to have the ace of clubs. West has at most 1 diamond. I suspected West to have avoided diamond first. Yeah, take the king with the ace first. We just make 12 tricks by catching 2 high trumps, 4 hearts, a diamond, and roughing 5 clubs. That's 12 tricks. But in order to rough 5 clubs, we need 5 dummy entries. And 1 is the ace of diamonds, but we need to play the hard suit for 4 dummy entries. That's why we need at some point to take the king with the ace. And since we are not sure yet who has the jack, East could have the jack. Singleton, we will start by taking the king with the ace. That allows us the maximum flexibility in the suit. Yeah, and what's also interesting, in case East had followed a second round of hearts, which would have been entirely possible, we didn't need to play all 4 rounds of hearts to eliminate West, so we could have still retained a heart entry, and we could have just drawn the ace of diamonds and eliminate West's diamond, and then also eliminate West's last heart, and then surrendering our trump trick to West, and he needs to return clubs. Yeah, now we rough a small club, and now we just surrender our trump trick to West, I guess, and discard the 4 of diamonds from dummy, and West is forced to play clubs. Yeah, and when he plays the ace, we can still off. And then cross to the 10 of hearts. That is important. So we still have this entry in hearts, since if East followed heart twice, we didn't need to. We didn't need to play hearts 4 times. We could still keep one of those. Okay, I think it was a cool hand. It would have been nice if the 5 diamond opening was a little bit explained. I'm not really used to opening 5 diamonds, to be brutally honest. And if I knew that an 8 card suit without the ace, if everything else but the ace is present, is actually enough for a 5 diamonds opening, which I suspect made some sense. Yeah, then I would have gone for the 12 trick strategy immediately. Alright, have a good night. Hear you